Hi guys, this is my Sister Wives Where Are They Now update for August 2024, and stay tuned until the very end to see where Kody and Robyn were spotted recently. But first, let's check in with the big three, the OG three, Meri, Janelle, and Christine. This month, some big moving news happened. Meri went on another podcast and spilled a bunch of tea and lots more. Let's start with Janelle Brown. Janelle has been all over the place this month: Vegas, North Carolina, LA, Arizona. First, she went to Yellowstone with Christine, Maddie, and her family. And it also seems like Gwen and Leon were there based on some social media posts. They actually saw the Old Faithful geyser before it blew up this week, thank goodness. I'm not sure if this trip was filmed, but I'm going to guess yes, because they usually like to film big family road trips, so I think that would have been a good one. Janelle also went to Vegas to catch up with who she says are the Vegas kids. This now seems to include Gabe. I'm not shocked if he moved there to be with his brothers, and after everything that happened with Garrison, I'm sure they also want to keep an eye on him. And Gabe loved Vegas. Remember, he didn't even want to move to Flagstaff, so it all makes sense. Janelle also pickled cucumbers, and she said that for work she went to LA with Christine, so maybe for the show or for, Plexus or whatever she sells on the side. And they went to Santa Monica Pier for some girl time. She also went to Charlotte, North Carolina to watch Mykelti's kids while Mykelti and Tony moved into their new house there, which more on that later. And she even was in Flagstaff recently for some Harry Potter event with Gwendolyn and her wife Bea. And today, Janelle posted this after she took a fun trip to Sedona, Arizona. I can barely keep up with where Janelle is lately, but this post had a little bit of hint about where she'll be in the future months. She had said, "I have a to-do list a mile long, but decided to enjoy my Sunday and went down to Sedona yesterday. It's only about a 40-minute drive from Flagstaff. I won't be in the area as much in the coming months and will be spending a lot more time in North Carolina, so I'm trying to take advantage of the trip while it's still so close. Always a beautiful drive down Oak Creek Canyon, and I always try to grab a meal with a view. I have a thing for turquoise jewelry, so I always do a little shopping, even if just to look. When it cools down, I'll come down and definitely hit some of the trailheads." And so there you have it, people. Janelle will be more in North Carolina in the future, I think, and this is my opinion, that none of her kids are probably living in Flagstaff anymore, technically. Of course, there's Gwendolyn, but that's Christine's daughter, and it makes sense that Flagstaff may be kind of a trigger for her grief or something like that, so it makes sense that she would pivot to North Carolina where her grandkids are. Anyways, in other big news that came out this month, Janelle may not even ever live on Coyote Pass after this. I don't know, but according to In Touch, they said that Janelle purchased a 289,000 North Carolina property. It's like 156 acres in somewhere called, and I'm gonna butcher this name, but Choco Winity, North Carolina, and she purchased it on March 28th. The property is listed as agricultural, which is interesting. So where the land is, it's less than a 30-minute drive from her daughter Maddie, who moved to apparently Greenville, North Carolina in 2021 with Caleb and their 3 kids. So we all know that Janelle likes gardening and stuff. She loves it. Wonder what she's going to do with this property. Who knows? But clearly she's making it known that she is settling down more roots in North Carolina. That's for sure. Speaking of North Carolina, this is like a hot destination for the Browns now, because Mykelti recently announced that her and Tony and their 3 kids were moving away from Utah to North Carolina. Fans were shocked because, and there were a lot of comments that were like, why are you leaving your mom? And part of it was Tony got his dream job that has to do with his passion, which is chess over there. I don't know exactly what he's going to be doing, but it played a big part. And I think they honestly were fine moving away from the family drama. So Christine is settled now and she has a strong support system and everything around her now. So Mykelti and Tony probably felt like they could do that. They have a sunroom, they have a porch. They've been there for only a couple days. And Christine helped them bring everything down and unpack. And Mykelti posted this on her Patreon. And just, I couldn't help but look at the neighboring houses and how amazing they looked. So her house, I mean, it's probably just as fabulous, which is great for them. It seems complicated now, though, for filming because there's so many locations where these people are. How will they even get together for those tense sit-downs? No clue. Meri Brown, well, this month, a lot of fans speculated that maybe she and her friend Jen weren't speaking anymore or whatever, just because they hadn't gone live on Instagram in a while. But come to find out, Jen had a hysterectomy and can't really laugh. So they took a break from going live so Jen could focus on recovering and avoid laughing because they laugh a lot when they're live. Jen and Meri went on the Sarah Fraser podcast together where they confirmed that they actually met basically when Meri needed pest control in Vegas. It's very random. She'd hired Jen and there you go. She actually worked with Meri first. Jen still has a pest control business. Apparently she's great at it. So interesting tidbits there. A few other fun tidbits from the podcast is, well, do you guys remember Amos? The guy Meri dated super briefly. He got roasted in the media. Apparently he was totally unaware of how public he was going to be if they went public as a couple. Amos, you'll remember, basically his life blew up. The media dug out all his dirt and then he disappeared. And Sarah proposed that Meri should join Raya, the dating app for celebrities, and I'm here for it, honestly. Also, Meri talked about Mel Robbins and how she loves Mel Robbins, that motivational speaker. I'm not sure if you guys follow her. Well, she says that the wisdom that Mel Robbins shares helped her through her breakup with Kody. Jen also admitted that she really didn't care to be on the show, but Meri had asked her to be. Probably so she has someone to talk to about stuff because she doesn't really talk to anyone else. And that she's very careful about what she says on the show because she's mindful, for example, about, Kody and Robyn's mental health and stuff like that, which makes sense. I mean, as for Christine, as we know, she is on the road a lot too. She just went to help Mykelti move, and she thought that this cloud looked like Winnie the Pooh. I don't see it, but after being on the road for countless hours, maybe this looks like Winnie the Pooh. Christine also crocheted an American flag seatbelt cover, which is really pretty, and she's planning her honeymoon with David, which I thought the Disneyland trip was their honeymoon, but I guess not. She said, "We've already experienced countless adventures, but so excited to finally be planning our honeymoon. Just a few more months. Here's to embracing every journey and empowering women to chase their dreams and write their own love stories." Christine remains in wedded bliss for sure. And can we talk about season 19 of Sister Wives for a moment? Because last year, the trailer or teasers would have dropped by now, so I'm kind of waiting. I'm thinking we're going into September now. I've lost hope that season 19 will air in August. And let's get to the sighting. So we also saw that Robyn and Kody were seen this month, and this is from Sister Wives Uncensored. Apparently, they were spotted at a restaurant potentially filming, although at this point, this is probably for next year's season or something, so who knows what was going on. There's a lot of fan discussion about the bow that Robyn's daughter's wearing. Meri, during the podcast, did say that she's fully aware that the show will not last forever, but how long we have is yet to be determined. TBD, it's almost a different show now, and I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to make it piece all these things together. Now it's more about women escaping a toxic marriage in polygamy. But, here we are. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my Sister Wives Where Are They Now update for August 2024, and I hope everyone's having a great summer. Bye guys!